Hello there, people over the internet. Welcome back to the NNN Podcast. This time, for real, part 4 Winter
We're
versus
forced to use the computers to
JoJo's
fight.
Bizarre Adventure. And we're actually not fighting, our computers are fighting, as you see. And after this first bit, it's going to be random. Um, but I don't think we need to go over uh, the like first and second part
We already
only
went through
because
them.
we kind of went over it one, two, and then
Let's
the third time,
summarize.
and then the summarization in the or in our first attempt at this, which got posted. Uh, so actually, wait 1 second. Okay, there we go. So uh, let's see.
What if the bell wasn't red there to see what that's what bullet?
Maybe not our head because apparently Saiyans have heads like freaking mountains. Uh, well, yeah, we know that winter starts out about halfway into part three,
yeah,
around the time that Iggy shows up. So
yeah.
that's the reason why the first thing is Iggy and Jotaro against Ndul, and the only other like good character from part three, Whole
Would be
Horse,
whole horse
the only
aside
good
from
villain,
Dio.
the only good villain, the wannabe starter or the crusader that never was, I should say. Um,
Yeah.
let's see. So so by the time she arrives, she knows that stands are a thing, and she's
Oh,
been
this is mental
traveling the
paralysis.
world with redeemed Wamu for a little while.
Yep.
But came to the aid of them through the Speedwagon Foundation.
So now might as well be called since she's officially Winter Speed Wagon.
Yeah, but it still stays the Speedwagon Foundation.
Yeah.
She's been
She is the one that runs.
Winter Speedwagon since in between the first and second part.
She basically runs the Speedwagon Foundation on
Well, I
the
mean, her
battle
son inherited it because
battle
remember,
side.
this is still like the '80s when most women weren't trusted to be in charge of things.
Yeah.
Let alone
No, it's
back
the
then,
70s.
because remember that when he started, it was still like kind of the 1800s or the very
Yeah.
end of the 1800s.
Basically, she is a hundred-year-old teenage looking woman.
She she started out this at 22 years old, looking freaking 18.
Yep.
And now she's like, I mean, she was like
She,
70 something years old with, or not 70.
no, she was
She,
70.
yeah,
50 years
70
happened
because 50
after
years.
part one
So
and
she
two.
was 72 years old in the second part, which was like almost World War II time.
Yep.
And then,
Remember, in part four, we have to get rid of instantly had to get rid of Hamon.
well, I mean, she's the only person that can still do it in part three besides Joseph, who only uses it
Joseph
with
doesn't
his
even do it
stand.
anymore.
He did it with his stand against the fight with Dio, and then it was no longer needed because there were no longer vampires.
Yeah.
My Jotaro just stopped time for 2 seconds. Uh,
Mine didn't.
let's see. So she knows what stands are. She can see the effects of the stands, but she can only see some of them because like
That
the
being
ship and
Star
the
Platinum.
water and any stand that is like actually like affecting something or is something like the sword. Uh,
Yeah, she can see the sword
Normal
instantly.
people can see, so we
She
don't
can
have to really
see a
worry
bit
about
of
that.
Star Platinum.
No, she can only see the stands that are visible to normal people because
Like
her
Hermit
stand
Purple. No,
abilities
actually,
don't come out with the arrow. They come out like Avdol
Iggy
and
said,
Iggy's not dead here. And I'm glad I'm on infinite time because this is actually more entertaining. Uh, let's see. Since she can see the water and she can stop time before she even has a stand,
look, JoJo stopped time and did nothing.
which I believe by the time that that is, if she was, because unlike the world and
Yeah.
Star Platinum's the world, uh, when hers evolves faster than theirs, but it
Because
doesn't need to
it's not
keep
even a
evolving to
stand.
keep its state. It's not a stand. It could be her.
It's a scroll
Yeah, it's a magic scroll, which messes with
that
her
could be
hormone.
implemented into her stand later on.
It could be, but her stand's something different.
Yeah.
So it doesn't need to keep evolving to stay like long periods of time. Her scroll, so she can just keep doing that. Uh, but if Star Platinum the world was like,
Well, just
I'm
Star
going to
Platinum, not the world.
well, Star Platinum's ability to stop time is still called the world. Like, why do you think
Yeah.
he says Star Platinum the world in part 4?
Yeah. Because that's how it evolved.
Yes.
And then in the book slash this game is Over Heaven.
Yep. Okay, let's see.
That's a baby with fangs.
I just got their dual lead attack. Uh, they I don't think they'd need her help to beat it at all. I don't think she'd like step in very like at that point. Because
Nah.
I mean,
She will all I know that she will instantly know when
I mean,
you're
she'd
sometime.
instantly make Joseph like
Non-stop.
cower in his boots, and she
Yeah.
might time stop to help a little bit if she even helps at all. Because
That meaning that they will know more about time stopping.
and by me by the way of me saying that she'd make Joseph quake in his boots is because well, she practically raised him. he knows just how hardcore she can be, even more
Yeah.
hardcore than Lisa is sometimes. Uh, my JoJo's
Yep.
almost dead. He's like one hit away.
My character's about to die because of Endul.
Well, my Ndul and him are.
Well, he
They're-
lost because of Oh, Jotaro lost. Endul.
Oh, Jotaro lost. That's a KO.
Oh,
Okay, so what's the fight after Ndul?
it would be the guy that had the thing.
Uh,
The one where he punched the hell out of him.
the guy who was doing the cards.
Yeah.
I
Speaking of Joseph, let's do a Joseph and Caesar one.
Joseph and Caesar.
This is yeah, this is the Pillar Man.
Ah. I'm doing Wamu and cars.
Where's there's Wamu? I don't know why Wamu is in a different lane.
Okay. Random select stage. Actually, because it'd make more sense. Battle tendency. I wish they gave us the Coliseum from Battle Tendencies. That'd be fun to fight in.
Build the arena.
So.
Car slaps.
So during that fight, she'd probably like stop time to like break his finger, even though Star Platinum would have done it on his own. But she probably would have done it before Jotaro even had to face him,
Yep.
because it was Polnareff who had to face him first, right?
Yeah, I think I haven't watched it in so long.
Yeah, we both need kind of a little rewatch. At least I can watch it
Yeah.
for free online, because only part
Yeah,
1
me
and 2 is
too.
on Netflix.
Yep.
You hear that, Netflix? You hear that? Give us part
We're
3
not
and
that
part 4.
We're not that You're not that popular.
Yeah, I know. Then again, Netflix never even like put the English dub, let alone
Oh, they
like the
did.
second. No, the English dub of Attack on Titan, let alone the second season, and it's
Yeah.
way. It's a little past its third season in sub and past its part 1 of the third season in dub.
Use your helmet, idiot.
Yeah, they're just standing on the spikes, just fighting.
Well, Joseph is just spamming the heck out of his freaking Tommy gun.
That's what mine did at the very beginning. You just set a trap.
Mine too.
Let me see. So, I think he'd still be psyched out.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's not like his cards were the stand. It's not like she couldn't see them.
Yep.
After that...
No, after Endul is
Oh, wait.
Darby.
Yeah,
Darby
Darby
Senior.
is the guy with the cards.
Yeah.
Darby Elder. Or, not... Yeah.
Then it's Darby
Yeah.
Junior, and then Darby and then the other Darby.
It's Darby
It's just three
Elder
Darbys.
and Darby Younger. Darby Elder is the one with the cards. Darby Younger is the one with the games. Darby Younger is
There's
the
a
butler
third
to
one.
Dio.
I know there's a third one.
I don't remember there being a third one. Because I only remember the cards and the games. And the guy with the games was Younger.
And there was a third guy that had the same thing as the Darbys. He had the puppets.
I think that was like...
Well,
That was
Joseph,
part 5.
Joseph got hit. No, that was part 3.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh, he didn't do the dual turn. Well, Joseph is dead. That's it. Joseph lost.
All I can remember is Darby Elder and Darby Younger. Oh, hey, look.
Yeah.
Cars just pulled out the red stone of Asia. Or Asia. And Caesar's
Yeah.
dead. Oh, little
You
bubble
got the
Hummel.
Caesar? You're lucky!
Caesar.
You got lucky. Joseph died instantly. Because he decided not to use his hammer on
My
Caesar.
my Joseph has 2 soul successions and is super freaking fast.
I'm gonna fight the third one myself.
Let's see. If she fought Darby Elder again, he'd be psyched. He'd be psyched out.
She will stop.
course.
She will like. Everyone will
But
be like,
she'd
stop
be
time. Look
where-
at his cards.
Yeah, But I mean, she'd be in the place of Star Platinum with breaking his finger. Because I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, just to show. Plus, I'm pretty sure she'd leave a lasting impact on Jotaro throughout this entire trip, because he's like a
She's
nuisance.
badass.
He's a nuisance, and she's the only like, not even his mom can like discipline him. She can. If she can discipline Joseph, she can discipline him.
I know Joseph was more about wild card, but still.
Joseph, use your soul succession. Well,
No.
I'm pretty sure after Darby it was the Pharaoh.
Yeah, and that just happens.
That's the
No,
sword.
we do have Rudo.
Although she does have like a great deal of willpower, meaning she could over willpower the sword and have it as a stand, but I think she'd rather break it the instant it tries to once it tries to say like I
Also,
can give
Indian
you
pets are
this
happy,
grand
don't forget
power, just use me. She'd be like, break it over her knee and throw it away. My fight ended, so I'm just randoming.
I picked Jotaro and Kakyoin versus.
I got old Joseph and Father Pushi and Guido Mista and Mohammed Abdul.
I don't know. Let's see who I got for. I got Kakyo. I'm playing as Jotaro with Kakyoin. Young against I don't know who.
Well,
I got Dio and Kakyoin. I got against Dio and Kakyoin.
I'm pretty sure after the sword is that guy that turned Polnareff into a
baby
kid.
stand. The other
Yeah.
baby stand.
Yes.
The pedophile. Yeah, in the old game, I think it was like he would crouch down, and when he changed to a baby, he would stand straight.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
That would just a younger Winter won't be affected by his stand.
Well, yeah, of course. And like she might show up with like Jotaro again with yeah.
Oh, I got
Against
Blue Jotaro. Damn.
yeah. She'd probably show up with Jotaro,
Damn.
and when Jotaro turns into a kid, and then and then the dude realizes that Winter didn't de-age at all, she might have a few questions. He might have a few questions, and then she'd be like, I feel 17 years younger, even though I guess I can't get any younger. And then he'd probably just like keep trying it on her until she actually de-ages and is like, that's like I just de-aged you 100 years. How can you now? How could you just now be a kid? And while that's happening, Jotaro like goes up to punch him like he does in the anime normally, and,
Mm.
and
Well,
then
it
she
makes
like
sense. It's
turns
Kakyoin
back.
and Dio.
hmm And then let's see. After that, I'm pretty sure they're
Yeah.
already, or they would have just gotten to Cairo, Egypt, which I'm pretty sure that's when Whole Horse appears for the second time, and the little brother who has like the comic book stand shows up.
Yeah. The Oingo Boingo brothers.
Well, the older one got like hospitalized before they got to Cairo, but I'm pretty sure Whole Horse and the younger Oingo Boingo brother are like their first meet up with other stand users in Cairo.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay,
It
I
it
the lady
probably.
stand, the lady and I think they did the small stand that wasn't Joseph, but
Oh
will be
wait.
each of us since Winter
Hmm.
was there. No, Iggy wasn't there when that happened. So
Yeah, that
if
happened
Iggy
before
isn't there,
Iggy.
if Iggy isn't there, it doesn't happen. Winter
Yes,
isn't there.
because that and
Also,
the
Iggy will
original
be
Oingo
more. I
Boingo
think
brothers
Iggy.
happened before Iggy.
Yeah, I think Iggy will be more composed, even though he's still a dog. He will be more composed because he's
Well, I
gonna be
mean,
with Winter
Iggy
most
might
of the
as
time.
well just be Winter's dog at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, she had that
Let me land my
entire
combos.
flight. Plus, since the dog belongs to the
Ah,
Speedwagon
crap.
Foundation, it
Cartelling is
does
fine.
technically belong to her.
Yeah.
Because even if her grandson, I believe, at the moment, is in control of the Speedwagon
Cartelling got
Foundation,
Cartelling!
she's, you know,
Cartelling got Cartelling!
haha. Joseph's just stepping into the fire.
Yeah.
That shows the old Joestar
Hey, look,
house.
I got the sumo. How to do sumo. Since I'm using Cartelling
Okay, let's
and.
see. I don't believe that would she'd change much at that point. I mean, she might like stop
It's
time and
31.
reveal whole horse early since she has more common sense. When
Oh,
like
God! I pulled in Cartelling! With
when
Cartelling!
you know when
Dramatic finish!
Polnareff like points at whole horse with his tongue like that. Well, Winter at this time has a hell of a lot more common sense than they did. So I am
This for later.
I'm guessing uh, at that
This is for
point
later.
she would have stopped time to go and look at what he was pointing at since
Ah.
she has freaking common sense. Uh,
Ah, crap, that's gonna hurt. Ow! I got time stopped.
you earn joyality from watching these, you know.
Yep, a bit.
So this is just some
Hey,
free
look, another one.
stuff. Plus, it actually looks better than you fighting. But
Yep,
your computers are usually the ones to lose. Let's
yeah.
see. She probably would have like dragged Whole Horse out, making like so Whole Horse would have became like their prisoner, and the Oingo
Oh
Boingo
yeah,
younger
Kakyoin is
brother
still in the bank.
probably just like kind of snuck away,
Yeah.
which would have ended that
Also,
entire
this
thing
is also
and
flavor.
would have made Whole Horse come with them.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, that was before they got to Cairo. Cause then they have to meet up with Inyaba,
Yeah.
and then Steely
So
Dan is the first person they meet in Cairo, and then we get like Animal
yeah.
Shop, and then like the entirety of the Dio fight or Dio
Pet
stuff.
shop.
Yes, Pet Shop.
Oh, it's also Session
I
Dio.
thought it was Animal Shop in the subs and Pet Shop in
It's
the
better
dubs.
than the sub is
Okay, I
dub
get
is
things
I
mixed
got
up
time stopped again.
when they call things about 70 different things. Oh, I didn't even realize that Joseph's partner died because he has sole succession now. Father Pushi is dead. Well, if all it took is Mista and Mohammed Avdol, and he loses. Um, okay, let's see.
Ah, damn it, I lost. Since Dio kept pushing me up the rooftops.
So after they take Whole Horse prisoner because Winter has common sense and actually looks, or and actually like drags him out from his spot using her minute-long time stop, because unlike
Yeah.
Dio, she can already do it for a minute because her max is 5 minutes.
Yeah. You
Let's
just
see.
make it, make it overpower, why won't you? That's literally what you do. Make it overpower, why don't you?
Yeah, because I mean she's had it, and then she like its maxes was 5 minutes, but it was all dependent on whether
Because it
the
got
user felt
wet.
like it was five
Because
minutes.
no,
And
because it what?
when it gets wet, its power like kind of acts up for a while until it gets dry. But who cares? I'm saying it got wet so that it reset to
Yep.
back to there. But its max is still only 5 minutes. And as far as we know, the world and or the ability the
Nine
world doesn't
seconds to
have.
3 seconds and 9 seconds.
That's as far as it has gone, but we don't know if it has a limit because Dio said that he could probably make it to a minute.
Oh, because the world still had potential while Star Platinum in Part 6 didn't?
No, the difference between Part 4 Jotaro and Part 6 Jotaro is Part 4 Jotaro didn't train it at all and didn't use it for 10 years, so it de-evolved. And then the Part 6 one actually did train with it. He just didn't train with it enough.
No,
Because
he
he
did
used it
try
for
to
like
avoid because
he
he's
did
the thing.
use it for like 6 seconds, but he only used it for 4 seconds in like in most parts. He was like, "I'm done at 4 seconds. I don't need it. I don't need any longer." But he did do 6 seconds to save Jolene. Spoiler.
Yeah.
Uh, I said spoiler
But
after
here's the
that.
thing. Here's the
Uh,
thing. The manga says, because I did read the manga for Part 6
mhm.
manga. Star Platinum, the world, in Part 6, used all of its learning, so it can't evolve anymore. So he did
Yeah,
train it fully.
if he did train between part 3 and part 4 for those 10 years and used it at least once a day, it probably would have gotten up to a minute long. Cuz I mean, think about it like unlocked potential. Unlocked potential or mystic form for Gohan in Dragon Ball. If he had kept training, that's how or if he had kept training his limits every single day, that's how powerful he would have been in his base form.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with part 6, your stand apparently knows when you're going to die, and the closer you are to death, the weaker it is. So if you used all of your stand's potential in like your younger years, your potential is greater than than if you used it like 3 minutes before you were going to die.
Yeah. if you pick random, you get the outfits you don't have. You get outfits you didn't buy
I
most of the time.
I don't see that. Then again, I bought most of the outfits.
Yeah, I'm missing only the $1 million one, the million Jojolian one.
The 1 million Jojality one. Because there's
Yeah.
1 million Jojality, and then there's like two of them that were like 1.5 million, and that is Giorno, uh, Joseph
I think
dressed as a
Jordan. I
woman,
think.
and Yukako's bathing outfit. Or not bathing,
Yeah, I think
swimsuit
it's
outfit.
Jordan Shidono Shirohana one, which is the one that he has had before his hair turned blonde.
Hmm.
No, Shiobana Haruno.
Uh,
Protect
that's,
my body, Act 3.
mhm.
Yeah, pick
But
Jordan.
yeah, let's stop speaking about part 6. Let's go back to part 3. So, Enyaba.
Fucking Yaba.
So we have Whole Horse
Just
as a
in this game.
prisoner. So even though like they have a grudge against him, he still doubted Dio's power, and because he knows that they can beat him, and since like the instant Dio used his the world
Yeah.
time stop ability, he realized it and was like, that's more powerful than I could ever get. And because Winter did that, he knows that or she has the ability, which makes it so that, you know, he's more afraid of her than Dio at the moment. Speaking of Dio, I just
Okay.
got him.
Speaking of Dio, I'm playing as Jorno.
Dio and Gyro Zeppeli. Gyro Antonio
Golden
Zeppeli.
Experience Requiem!
Let's see.
Oh, Golden Experience has his own ultimate. I forgot that.
So
When he's on Requiem, he gets his new
I,
ultimate.
I think Whole Horse might join the Crusaders out of fear.
You'll never
Because
reach truth.
because after Dio showed him the world, he was only loyal to him out of fear.
Huh.
Let's see. Oh,
Yeah.
I got the Super Saiyan God looking Dio.
Ow. Oh, I got another ultimate.
Uh,
The team ultimate.
you mean a dual heat attack? You forget this is not Xenoverse. This is.
Step, 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 step.
Let's see.
KO.
So during
Oh
the
yeah, no.
during the Inyaba thing, Whole Horse might act dumb and like tell Enyaba like fakely tell Enyaba that he's luring them in for an attack,
Yeah.
because I mean Dio wouldn't know that he betrayed them because Oingo Boingo Boy left before that, or before he could even hear that part.
I love Jonas Muda.
So
Yeah.
she'd believe him, and then during like some other time when they're alone, I'm not sure if he knows her ability, but he can tell them that she is with Theo at least. And if
Yeah.
he did know her ability, then yeah,
Muda. Sorry, I got in the middle of a.
yeah, that's fine.
The AI
It,
can shine it? Really? The AI can shine all the damage taken from an ultimate.
mhm,
I call
yeah,
it shine. I know it's like reflect.
I know.
That's what Golden Experience Requiem does. Because nobody knows what it does.
Silver Chariot Requiem's running around the place.
Stupid.
Okay.
That's why Toponera had to turn into a turtle.
Okay. 1 second. I need to do something.
Into a taco.
Back in. I could have paused. Yes, I could have.
I said the same joke twice, so it's gonna be in it.
Okay, that's fine.
I got that again. When Kakyoin gets Kakyoin and turns into a taco.
uh, I'm just gonna go with he didn't know her ability, but she knows. I mean, he knows that she's with Dio, so
Yeah.
we get them knowing earlier and uh, them acting dumb just to like hit her from behind
Yeah.
and take her as a prisoner, which she doesn't join. But when they meet Steely Dan and try and say like, tell us the secret of Dio's stand. Dio's betrayed you. She'd still do like what she did in the anime and not even give up, not even to the point where Dio is literally killing her using a mind bug, which
Yeah.
I believe the only people he like didn't put it in was Steely Dan, his butler, and Whole Horse. But that's because he knew that Whole Horse was just gonna do his own thing, which
Yeah.
was one of his requirements for him because he wanted like so many types of people, and like one of them was like he wanted a wise old woman, an already known serial killer, and then for Whole Horse he wanted a lone wolf type of person that could like carry out missions by their own, even though every single time he's seen with somebody else.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If I remember, I should have Dio with. No, I don't have Dio with South his
Let's
race.
see. Steely Dan could have been easily taken care of.
No, he got taken care of instantly.
Well, I mean,
He's Steely Dan. What do you expect from Steely Dan?
well, I mean, the like if Winter stopped time and like punched him, because I don't remember when he ends up putting his stand that can like transfer pain from him to Joseph in. I forget. Did he put it in like? Oh, I got nightgown Kakyoin. Did he put it in immediately, or did he put it in after revealing himself?
I don't know.
Cause I
I
mean,
don't hold back against anyone, not even my ancestors.
cause I
What?
mean,
Your ancestor? Just to establish what's for yourself. How amusing.
yeah,
Son, you say? Interesting. Try it on me,
if
said Theo. Of course he doesn't breathe. I think. Nah, your breathing is wrong.
let's say he decided to put it into Winter, since he's like, I don't know her, and I'm pretty sure what I've heard from her is she doesn't even have a stand, so she can't see this, sends it in, and then she might even kill him herself, because remember, it's just the feeling, and well, with her long life, she's probably felt even worse pain than having a hole punched through her chest. And
Yeah.
even if that thing happened, by this point, her like ability to regenerate probably would have gotten better along with her
What is she,
scroll.
an Namekian?
Well, well, I mean, all we're using the one from the or my superhero timeline, which for
Yeah.
her, all of her abilities that include from her scroll, including her
Yeah.
well, I mean, her regeneration, time stop, and her what was the other thing? Technically immort or I would say immortality, but it's eternal youth, which I guess if she uses it for long enough, might as well give her immortality. All
Yeah.
get or all evolve the more she uses them.
Yeah.
Cause like by this point, she's like hundreds of years old and probably had a lot of like stuff happen to her. So
Let's see.
like
Her husband died.
in
One of her
part
sons is old, looks older than her.
because in
What
part
else?
one she could heal like a finger that got chopped off in like maybe an hour. In part two, That's the same thing for an arm. So I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
she can heal a gaping wound in her chest before she dies of it. Because
Eh.
remember, it has to be the heart and brain that are gone. If one of them's there,
Yeah.
it comes from the other.
It's full of cell.
But
That's what you're
it
saying.
if the heart's not destroyed and the brain is,
Oh, the
however,
world.
she will lose all of her memories because it'll be a new brain. So she'll have to learn how to talk and stuff again.
Yeah.
But if it's from the brain, she's got everything.
Everything.
Because she might be able to like grow an entirely new body within a day. At in
But she
part
had to
three.
learn how to walk again for some reason.
Well, if it's coming from her brain, muscle memory, actual memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, she will start out weaker because her muscles aren't built up, but eventually
Yeah.
they'll
Hey,
reach
look, start
but
platinum of the world.
eventually they'll reset kind of. Uh
Yeah.
so she'd probably like just stick it through his chest. He'd die from it. She wouldn't. She probably wouldn't mind the pain either because if you remember, she's both a sadist and a
Literally, what?
masochist.
That is almost as bad as freaking Highway to Hell now.
Mm. If you remember, she's both a sadist and a masochist, so she wouldn't mind the pain
Yep.
or enduring him some pain. Uh,
Meanwhile, the 18
so
plus, he would like some Mr.
Steely Dan gets a
Speedwagon.
bit.
I will like some whipping. Dio's dead.
uh,
The old Dio.
Kakyoin's going literally everywhere to get stuck. Uh,
Yep.
let's see. I'm fighting Iggy and the original Dio.
I'm watching
And
Jonathan and the original Dio fight Dio and Jotaro.
and it's Kakyoin and Lisa.
Lisa, Lisa, you're tearing me apart.
Let's see. What is it? What's
Oh,
after Steely Dan?
also, Jonathan's about to die, but he can't die actually.
Pet Shop's after Steely Dan, right?
They
Like
think
right
Jonathan
after?
can die, but he takes forever to die because he can survive and he gets a dual hit attack
Hmm.
because of his last stand ability.
Oh, hey, Lisa's mask came off. She must. Oh, because one of her hearts is gone. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Some characters in this, just like in the One Piece Burning Blood, after a certain point of health is down, clothes start falling off.
Yep. You got it the wrong time. He has two dual hit
Oh,
attacks already up.
hey, I can see Silver Chariot Requiem. He's walking around putting people
Run.
to sleep.
What's happening? Stop time.
Uh, if I
And
rem-
they won, even though they were both technically dead. Because Dio died in Jotaro, and Jonathan was still using his hormone to survive.
yeah, I'm pretty sure when they're in Kai. Wait, did they have a rematch with Oh no, I was thinking for some reason because I played this game, or be or
Whole Horse came
clo-
back. That's
closer
the only one
to
that came back.
I've played this game closer to now than I've watched JoJo Part 3.
Remember, in this
So
game, part 3, part 5, part 4, part 2, part 1, part 3.
Part 3
Oh,
again.
ignore part
Uh,
6.
pa-
And part 6 and 7 and 8.
Part 6, then 8 and 7 are happening at the same time, but you get 7
Yeah.
before 8. Because that's when they say that Johnny and Jonathan are alternate reality versions, and both Josuke's are the exact same Josuke, just one lost his memory and also transferred across timelines because of which was it? Because of the one
Baby
character.
stand.
No,
Pucci.
no,
Pucci.
no, Joe.
Killer Queen.
Yes, Bites the
Oh
dust.
yeah, because
Bites the dust. Because
Part 8
half
Josuke technically has both Killer Queen and it
soft and
has
wet.
Killer Queen, Soft and Wet, and Crazy Diamond, but Killer
Crazy
Queen
Diamond
is,
Ball.
but they technically fuse into Frozen Wet.
Yeah.
Soft and Wet, not Frozen Wet.
Soft and wet. I wonder what they'll call it
Soft
in
and
English.
Wet.
Oh wait.
Frost and Wet.
One. Hmm.
Or Hard and Soft and Hard, I don't know.
Well, soft and wet, so
Shut
maybe
up.
wet and soft.
Yeah.
Or no wait, because they already have dirty dudes or dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Or sorry, uh, D for
D4C.
she, D for she, uh,
She. Because it's
as
a bunny.
I can actually go check.
Oh, there it is.
It's
It's
like
JoJo.
it's like horrible uh something done
Overall,
at a reasonable
act at
price.
reasonable. Yeah. Would you? Yeah, I'll
Uh,
use him and Johnny. No.
I wish
Basically,
you
Diego was a sub time. Was basically
I wish
it's
you could
technically
at least
Dio.
I wish you could at least get Over Heaven Dio as a costume. You can't.
Yeah. But he would technically just play as Dio, but with more time stopping.
I don't think any of the clothes give you separate things. I just wanted the
No.
looks.
Okay,
As you
so
know,
Johnny
I
and
like the
Gyro
apparel stuff. Um,
versus Funny Valentine. What are they gonna call
I,
Funny Valentine?
Funny Valentine
Funny
is still
Valentine.
Funny Valentine because
Is
he's
that a
based
song?
off of uh April Fool's Day and Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Funny April Fools, Valentine's Day. So even if they
Still
do
light it
change his
up.
name, it'll be Fool's Valentine.
Eh. Go versus
Which we'd still get a President Valentine.
yeah.
13.
Filthy Axe at reasonable
Filthy
price.
X done at a reasonable price.
Yeah. Dirty D's done dirt
Even
cheap.
even though most of the time he calls it D4C or D4She,
Yeah.
meaning if it gets Englishified, it'll be like Filthy X done at a reasonable price. D4C. Wait a minute.
Remember, he has something to
FA
something train.
done at a reasonable price.
Go
Oh
get
well,
Bunny.
fad something or fat
Go
arp.
get Bunny.
D4C fat arp. Ah, hmm. Yeah, I believe after Steely Dan we get Animal Shop or Pet Shop or whatever, and then that fight doesn't change because that was just Iggy versus him.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the first fight might change because Winter might like follow them, but once they like go into the
Act one.
ground,
I forgot that you were
she's probably
forced I forgot that Johnny can't fly without without the horse.
yeah,
So he has
because
to call
he's
slow dancer a
paralyzed,
lot.
which is the
So I
entire
believe
reason
him.
why he wanted the things, the
Yeah.
dead
Technically, he
body
can still move his
pieces.
legs a bit.
Yeah, Funny Valentine wanted a better America. What did Johnny Joe Star want? His legs back.
Yeah, because he got shot.
Yep. Then again, he also has a mosquito fetish. Or a mosquito bite
Yeah.
fetish. Oh my god. These
You don't
characters
know.
are just running
Wait, you didn't know
into
what those stars are? Those are
Recreation.
bandages. Anyway, back to
uh,
Star Crusaders.
yes, please. So that we can get to part 4 eventually. We should probably do part 4 tonight. Oh well. Uh,
Yeah.
let's see. If we have like the animal shop or pet shop fight go the same way it did, without
Yeah.
any interference, which it probably wouldn't have any at all.
I don't think it will
And
have it because
then we
which
get
is
to
most
the
likely gonna
point
be with
where
Iggy.
it's Darby Younger and Cool Ice going around the same time. She'd
Yeah.
probably go and want to fight Cool Ice because she'd probably follow them because they split from the group who went with the butler.
Yep.
And she'd be fighting vampires, and she's got practically infinite hormone like Wamu does now.
Yeah. He has wind. He has the power of wind and Hamon by his side.
And
Also
hormone
anime.
around the exact same power, if not a little bit greater, a little bit worse than Winter, because both of them have eternal youth.
Go separately.
But then again, she's younger than he is, and
But he doesn't age either.
he doesn't
Oh,
age either.
Johnny's
Yeah,
dead.
but if you had Hamon from a younger age, and she's younger than him, and has eternal youth, I'm pretty sure she'd have more Hamon, or at least more Hamon potential.
Let me just say that
It's the turtle.
Johnny got triple teamed by
Ah,
Valentine, Diego, and a dinosaur.
ah.
So he got cornered. Because the dinosaur will never attack Diego for some reason.
Oh well. Uh, yeah. If Winter fights with Cool Ice or Cool Ice or Vanilla Ice or whoever, and the other fight goes as it was, which it probably will, then
Hmm.
she'd probably like be pushing them out of the way and like her arms getting offed, but then they'd regrow back.
Yep.
Like slowly, but they'd regrow back. But she doesn't need her hands to use hormone. She can like pause time when he's like showing his face and just give him like elbow full of hormone, and then just like
Yep.
resume time, and then just let the time bomb go off because she knows how to use it now. Which, even if he closed the mouth and it blew up, boom.
Yeah. Got Diego and okay, so Kosaku and Kira versus
I
Guido
don't know how
and
long
versus
that was, but I got a D rank
Mista,
because it took too long.
versus Mista and Diego.
Uh,
So both Kiras versus Mista and Diego. Zawardo.
Zawurudo.
In Morio
I got Robert
Radio.
Eo's Speedwagon in alternate world Diego against Pushi awaiting the new moon and
I
Hermes.
damn, that's bad.
So two Stone Ocean characters against a Phantom Blood and Steel Ball Run character.
I get a gun. What do you have? A time. I have a stand that can blow off shit.
1 second. Uh, out of the, well, I mean, Cool Ice would have been finished like way beforehand,
Vanilla
and which
Ice.
or Vanilla Ice,
Ice
Cool
Ice
Ice,
baby.
whatever, Ice baby, and his stand cream,
Yeah.
ice cream. Well, I accidentally just skipped that because my controller decided to fall on my belly. Uh,
Yep.
hmm.
Uh,
Yeah,
look, the first bomb is ready.
I'm pretty sure if Cool Ice was finished off early, since Avdol wouldn't have died, and
Yep.
that would also mean that Ponaref isn't missing part of his foot.
Oh yeah, he did lose his foot,
He lost only part of it. Nem nem nem.
and then
Uh,
lost everything else.
he lost the rest of the leg in between part 3 and part 5.
So in part 4, part 3.5 actually. Actually 3.7.
Cause, cause there are some backstories or whatever in them.
Yeah.
Which means later in life he probably wouldn't have lost the rest of his foot. Maybe he might have still lost it.
But he will be with
Well,
he will still be with he will be with uh
I mean, the only
I
reason
think
why I'm
him
pretty
in
sure
part
he
five.
lost it was
Remember, I
because,
remember. The only reason Winter will be at Italy in part five is because of Koichi, which we're gonna work into that later.
well, the only reason why she's going into part 4 is because
Also,
she's
remember
going back.
because she took care of Joseph, he Josuke wouldn't exist.
No, because that happened when he was an adult, and she thought that he could be responsible.
Yeah.
That would have happened out of pure defiance
Why not?
from
Yep.
Winter, even though Winter herself, you know, after
Yep.
she's married, she probably wouldn't sleep around. But if she never married him, she'd be sleeping around with absolutely everybody. Because I mean, she is a committed character. She's just also,
Yep.
horny.
Uh, Back to
Then
80
again, she
plus.
never remarries or anything.
Whip me harder, Mr. Speedwagon.
Ha. She never gets remarried. Blah blah blah. That's not happening. Plus,
Yeah.
she's over 100 years old. Who's gonna
Who
believe
will
her?
marry? Who will marry her?
She,
Dio? He's
well,
dead. Technically dead, but not dead.
Wamu maybe, but I'm not
Yeah,
planning on that. But
Wamu doesn't. Remember, Wamu doesn't care.
Wamu
What would
doesn't care.
Cleveland sex be like?
Hmm.
Oh, they just spent
They
it.
might
Oh,
not
that was
even
sex. That
do
was
it.
sex.
But since they're both gonna last forever, what's the point? They're gonna
Might
be
as well
there
be
till the end of
besties.
they're gonna be there till the end of time. Might as well. But I don't think she'd be with anyone other than Speedwagon because again,
Oh,
a
Kosaku's dead.
committed character. Like she already married one person, she had a kid with them. Even if she marries again and her entire bloodline was wiped out, it's not like she can have another kid.
Yep. Remember, the Speedwagon line's still going on because of her kid, her
Yes,
grandchild.
yes. Oh, there was Terry L. Speedwagon, an unknown Speedwagon in between, and then David A. Speedwagon, which is the Speedwagon in Part 4 that has Dragon's imagination, which we will get to
Yeah.
in Part 4.
Okay. This is what Mr. said. I like selecting from 1 out of 5 choices. Not four. Not 4. 3 works too. But bad things happen with 4.
Oh, yeah, because he's like afraid of even numbers.
Yeah. No, he's afraid of number 4 only.
I got Diego Brando and Whole Horse against Okuyasu and William Zeppeli.
Hey, at least it's not. Yeah. At least you're not fighting the Mr. and Whole Horse at the same time.
Yeah. Oh
That's
yeah,
how because
I did a Mista and Whole Horse thing during the actual story, and I was Mista, and the computer was Whole Horse. Whole Horse's bullets can also like reflect off of Mista's 6 bullets.
yeah, because Stan.
I'm actually walking around while doing this. I'm not sitting down.
Yeah.
Uh, let's see. We kind of got a little off track for a little while,
A
but then
little.
again, the part's almost over.
Yeah.
So by the time
All we
that they
have is
meet back
all we have
up,
left is Dio by now.
yeah, by the time that they meet back up, because they would have earlier, it would be during the Dio fight. And since Iggy would only be missing like an arm that he got back from the Speedwagon
Shop.
Foundation, because he missed it from Pet
Pet
Shop, and he
Yeah.
only died because of cool ice, which he didn't hear.
Yeah.
Let's see, they would meet up and they would like all challenge Dio at once, which I mean, of
Kakyoin
course,
gets
doesn't
Kakyoin.
go very.
Kakyoin still gets tacoed.
Yeah, trying to figure out what it is, but then again, this is around the time when Winter is developing
She
her
did it
stand.
twice. Sometimes Kakyoin was in there for 1. He didn't understand.
Yeah. And like after seeing what he did, she didn't know whether it was teleportation or whether it was time stop. So
Wait,
she,
you don't have a stand, but you can still use stand power.
yeah, that would be a time when like if she were like jump in and push Kakyoin out of the way, like to stop time and push him out of the way, knowing that like he'd if he could teleport, he'd teleport out of the way and go for an attack from above or below. So like she'd like take his place and then realize that after she like stopped time,
Yeah.
he also stopped time at the same time. And because of that,
Oh yeah, this
he
is.
thinks she has a stand, which he thinks is the scroll.
Yeah.
So he might try to. So after like them fighting for a bit inside stop time, and she decides to go out of it with him so that they can keep fighting because she likes fighting. He tries his hardest to destroy her scroll, thinking it's her stand. And
Yeah.
by the time that he can stop time again, it's not like she's Jotaro and can like just use a stand power or use a power in stop time. He tries to take away the scroll and snap it in half, which
Yeah.
it's already done its damage of eternal youth and giving her the ability to regenerate. It's the fact that she still needs
Yeah.
it to stop time. And then when it goes back and he realizes that she didn't snap in half,
Yep.
and she gets angry enough to unleash her stand ability, which she starts seeing the stand like, kind of as like a like when you're like
Oh,
hallucinating and it
Frontier.
looks like it's like made of mist or something.
Yeah.
Her stand power starts awakening, and that's what the world looks like at the moment, just like kind of see-through and like misty at the moment.
Oh, like
And and they start
freaking
and the
Amabel.
longer that they fight, the longer the better she can see it. So it's by the time that like he tries to stop time again, she can fully see it, and that's when her
Yeah.
stand Buraka Hole or Buraka Huru, black hole,
Yeah.
something, comes around. He tries to stop time, and she is in the stopped time. She's not. She doesn't have her scroll, so she didn't do it like that. So he's wondering if that's just an ability that she could do and that the scroll wasn't needed. And then he starts seeing a bit of like black haze coming off of her body. That black haze
Yeah.
is black hole, which the stand. Okay, because she didn't have like the Cairo cards or whatever, or the Egyptian god cards.
Yeah. Prediction
She
God.
she
Oh
named
yeah,
her own
those.
stand because she saw the black off of her and said, "Your stand's the world, his stand's a star, but you know what stands above both of those? A black
A
hole.
Brekahore.
So I'm naming my stand Burakahuru before she even knows what its abilities are. Because she could have even been more creative on like what its abilities are.
Yeah.
Because she could have called it like notification.
Yeah.
Because that's practically
I
what it
hate
is.
so this has to reload.
Uh, so like he starts trying to like punch her and it's doing no damage. And it's like, so this is a stand? It's not doing anything to me. How could you say? Because she's not realizing that her main stand ability is to nullify other stands' abilities, while her sub stand ability is to take other people's stands and be able to
Yeah.
use them at the cost of she can only use one stand